Alright, so I want to talk about the best student that I ever had. So this was an OC student back in 2020, and I prepared her from about October 2020 till about I think May, just before the OC exam, May 2021. And the reasons that she scored exceptionally in the OC exam. She got into the school, the class that she wanted to get into, and yeah, it was just an exceptional student. And the qualities that made this student exceptional was, firstly, that she wanted to learn. She had a willingness to learn, a natural curiosity, and this was not only in regards to preparing for the exam, but it was also in regard to just life. Like, her hobbies would be to read. She had already read all the Harry Potter books when I met her, and she was reading a lot of different other fantasy books. She was also reading a philosophy book for kids, which was interesting. She used to do riddles. She used to give me riddles. She used to love to write creative stories. She gave me a creative story once to review that she was going to submit to the local council's, I think it was like a creative writing competition for kids. So that was the one thing, the willingness to learn. And the next is just doing the work without complaining and giving 100%. Whenever I would give her work, or whenever she had homework, or we had practice tests to do, she never once would complain, say this is hard, can I have a break. Her mindset was, okay, I've gotten work, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And that was it. And then the next thing would be just her competitiveness with herself. She'd always aim to get 100%. And she was always not upset, but when she didn't get the mark that she wanted in practice tests, she wasn't satisfied with herself and was looking at, okay, why did I get that wrong? How do I make sure I get that right next time? She was asking me questions. Okay, what do I do this? How do I do this? And that brings me to the next point, which is that she really engaged with me. Even during the lesson, she would talk to me. When we'd go through her mistakes together and problems, she would ask me questions. She would tell me her idea of solving, or her idea of the question. And even out of class, we would talk on Google Classroom. She would ask for help on certain problems. She would even ask for homework. So that's that. And then the last thing would be just the culture and the environment of learning that was in her household. So her parents really fostered the value of education. The mum was in the medical field, and she would come home while I was tutoring the daughter, and she would start studying for I think it was some sort of nursing exam. And the dad was also some kind of doctor or something, and he kind of imparted that studying is important. There's a very high value of education. So yeah, I think those were the things that, when they came together, made this student particularly stand out from any other student that I've had. And a lot of these things are not what she was born with. Maybe it were, but what I'm trying to say is that these are mindsets and attitudes which your child could adopt to help them become a better student when they're preparing for the OC, selective, or any exam, or even beyond exam preparation, when they're just trying to learn, something out of interest, something for their career, something at school. It's just becoming a better learner. That's the main point of today's video.